Boy, I don't know who that kid is, but he sure breaks like a phenom. That'd be Justin if he remembered to turn the microphone on when he was talking, so don't mind Justin there. He's in the middle of a match. He should be concentrating on his pool. Yeah, you bet.
My head hurts.
Taking a sunglass donation right here. All right, so we got Shandy, Dvorak, and Tony Schnider playing Keith Hanson and Justin Hanson for the Hill. This match is for the Hill. And on table 2 we have Josh Prestegard and Ty going against John Sunderman and Darren Seifert. We will be doing the drawing for the prizes here in just a few moments. I'm going to actually go over there and get in control of that, so bear with me.
We just got cards last month. We just got cards last month.
They had glow signs. They didn't have stop signs, they had glow signs. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Look it up.
The schedule.
Yes.
Schedule right here.
You rang?
I have the
My new friend. What?
Alright guys, want to let you all know I am going to go start the drawing for the silent auction. I do apologize for the score banner. We'll go ahead and just get rid of that for you guys.
You out or what?
Will be soon.
Yeah, we have 3 different parties we got here.
Jamie!
Yeah, man, just...
Am I too late to sign up for the draft?
Hey, is that guaranteed, guys?
I'll be there, but you have to sit around. Three rounds later. So you're the what? They said they 20. Literally, last time I was in, I hear that had 20 reorders. You got action. Yeah, 4 or 5.
Someone's got to shoot that shot.
Tippy's in the house. So he won't be coming out. He's done for the week.
Fucking tired of you break turn. There's no coach.
I'll be honest.
Hang on. for pros. Fuck yeah. See what he's made of.
We're playing for the hill right now. Hanson.
Keith gets out one of the world's greatest jump cues and makes an excellent shot on the 8-ball. Hey Keith, how are you? Hey guys, this is Andrew Quintana. I'm commentating for the moment. I just arrived at Biggs and gonna see how Hanson and Keith and Dvorak and Schnider. I didn't know who you were talking about. So is anybody actually listening to the commentating?
You still want a piece of me tonight, Joe?
I apologize for that. Somebody turned the mic off. Been here with no sound this whole time. I do apologize. My name is Kevin Kidd. This is Midwest Amateur Pool, streaming down here the Billy Joe Messner benefit. The Scotch doubles right now. We are on the winner's side. This is for the hill. It looks like Tony Schnider and Shandy Dvorak are on the hill for the hill. 4-3. Race to 5.
Where's the action?
Anytime you want to join up in there first.
I just peed, so I should be good for a while.
Good. I don't have an extra set of headphones. It's alright. But yeah, it's pretty good mic, so you don't have to stick them up your throat or nothing to talk. Pretty decent. Alright everybody, I'd like to welcome into the booth here. We have Bob Monlux here. He's a local pool shooter as well. Q fixer-upper as well?
Oh, kind of part-time anymore.
Okay. What are you doing all that work out of now?
I actually moved to Montrose, South Dakota, just west of here. And got a little shop set up in my garage.
Oh, okay.
Works out well.
Good. Staying busy?
Kind of the off-season. It'll probably pick up
yeah.
here in the next couple weeks once the league starts.
So we have a winner, and Keith, who won? Shandy. All right, Shandy and Tony won that match. They move on.
Tony took it down. You know, this is like about the fourth or fifth fundraiser Biggs has hosted this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's nice that these bars are willing to put up, you know, with all of us and take on these fundraisers or for good causes. And I was mentioning earlier, you know, with the pool area around here, it's a tight-knit group of people around here. They really take care of themselves and take care of each other.
Yeah, that's a real good aspect of the Sioux Falls area when it comes to pool. Very supportive of each other and family members, and you know, when people are facing personal difficulties, seems like a lot of players are always willing to step up to the plate and help each other out.
Reed, quit bumping my camera!
Guess we got a camera adjustment going on here. So that's looking better. Had the privilege of playing both Shandy and Keith recently. They got a little youth on me. So who do we got up next?
Up next, we have, let's see, Gary and Ron are playing right now versus John and Darren. We got them going on another table, so we actually have an open table right now. Looks like Shandy and Tony being on the hill, they are going to be waiting for two more matches.
Yeah, knowing Shandy, this will give him like bragging rights for about 3 or 4 months now.
Well, he's got to make it through. He's getting about half popped. He took. I mean, although the Hanson team, that was a strong team.
Yes.
I figured one of those two teams, you know.
Well, there was an 8-ball miss there that probably should have been made.
Shandy.
Do you have action coming on here, or should Kludt play on here?
Well, we got them going on under the table. Are they?
They're just starting.
They're just starting?
They're putting their cues together. Unless you got action you're putting on here.
We don't have any action as of now. You want to get some action? Eric's in the house.
Yeah, maybe we can get the owner of the establishment over here on this TV table. It looks like they're coming over. think most of you will be able to enjoy watching the luckiest 8-ball player on the planet,
That's what we like.
Gary Kludt.
All right, we got a match coming up on the stream table here. We're moving them from one table. They hadn't actually started on that table. It's going to be Gary Kludt and Ron Smart versus John versus Darren Seifert and John Sunderman. And waiting in the wins after that match will be the Hanson. They will be playing the winner of that match, and the winner of that match will then come back around to the front, play Shandy and Tony in the finals. So we should have every match right here on the stream table from here on out.
Knowing these all 4 players here, this is probably going to be a pretty tight match.
Yeah, Sievert and Sunderman, they've done pretty well so far today.
Yep.
Are you familiar with the Sievert kid? He's from around here?
Yeah. I don't think he should. He might shoot on Wednesday night. I don't think so. But they all play well. I mean,
yeah. Well, me being gone for a couple of years, I come back last year and I see all these new faces and good shooters that I've never recognized before. And
yeah, well, I think overall the bar box pool's changed so much in about the last 15 years where there's a lot of good players.
Oh yeah.
You know, and then there's exceptional players. You know, like right there, that Rail's pretty tough combination actually.
So how about you, Bob? I mean, I know you. I know back in the day when I first started shooting pool, you were a force to be reckoned with. Are you still shooting much?
I kind of got on the wagon about a month ago and played pretty hard, and I did pretty well. You know, for me, I have to play a lot. If I play a lot, then I usually, you know, I'm willing to step in with about anybody, but it takes a lot of play for me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's not like when I was younger, you know. But
Do you have the ability to go over the music and read out the numbers?
I don't know. We just have to yell it.
got interrupted there a bit, but you know, when you're younger, it's
You want me to yell?
easy to maintain a game as opposed to when you get, you know, I'm 57 now.
Shaft? No.
Just numbers.
The shaft and the painting of Hotel City.
I'm going to go ahead and leave it
Shot
in the
on
hands
floor
of.
here.
I'm going to leave it in the hands of Bob here. He's going to go
that was
ahead
a
and
nice
give you that
shot.
commentary, and I'm going to go rattle off some numbers, use my loud voice here to try to get some winners for these raffle prizes.
The problem ball here is a 3-ball, and I'm actually thinking they might be able to loosen it up a bit with the back of this 10-ball. Oh, missed the breakout. This will slow it down a bit here.
And then we have this one. It's a Motel and then famous dates.
I could write 50
The
off.
numbers are written on both.
I think we got to shoot 10-ball in the 4-hole here. I think they got to get on the break shot for this. Tied up 313. The break ball is probably the 12-ball. And then I don't know. Maybe he's got enough room to make this shot. If he does, it doesn't get much better than this. I know that.
Well, the stripes are open. That's Gary Kludt, the owner of Biggs, steps up.
And then I fell down.
You okay?
Yeah.
No, not me, by the way.
And then I had to go to a wedding. There was a wedding and I didn't get there.
Cecil Coombs just walked in the house. He's a legend.
So what?
Cecil Coombs just walked in the house. He's a legend. Best pool player with a shake. Oh, here we go. It's probably a key shot here. Like I said, it's a key shot. Just got to find a hole for the 8-ball in this rack. You know, got to be kind of ginger with this shot. Don't want that 7 to come up off the rail too far. Nice shot. I think you got to shoot this with low red English and probably try to get a little action on that 8-ball on this shot. It really doesn't have a hole from where it's at right now. No, you hit that great. Game. Got one rip. Kludt's team on the break. Again, the luckiest pool player on the planet, Gary Kludt. Forces Whitey on the side. Table's pretty wide open here. Thinking solids might be a little bit better. I think the 4 passes the 13, so.
Duh. Yeah. What kind of fucking...
Just until the
I'll just buy my friends. Kind of shots?
You want long?
No? Tequila? I don't think he is. I'm not doing it. Well, maybe one time when it was a group of me.
Oh, did he win something?
Well, if he can make this 12 ball on the side, I'm thinking, looks like it's a little tight. But I guess if he gets his ball out of the way, then it's pretty wide open on the stripes. Advantage is he has cue ball in hand in the kitchen right now. Pockets the ball easily.
I'm like, did you get it before he
Probably shooting the 9 ball next. And this center ball low English here and slide it over the 14.
Bobby! Are you announcing? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to anyone, Bob?
Just announcing Mr. Dvorak is joining me in the booth here. He's a legend in his own right. Again, yeah, so well, Shandy and his team are on the hill. So I'm sure I'll be hearing about this for the next couple of months at least.
Tell Shannon he's fine. I think we're Who?
Yeah, I'll take Josh. Josh? The one that beat you last night? One of the hat? Not this one, the other one.
The barking action in the background.
Josh?
13 come up a bit here for the 11. That looks pretty good. Now you kind of got to be careful here. You can't really jack on this ball. Probably running the 2. Key ingredient here is you don't want to take the corner pocket away from the 8 ball because the 2 is going to drive towards the 8 ball.
Wait till your horse Brian gets rolling or something, you said.
Listen to it.
He's jacking. He's going to avoid the deuce. Again, as you can see, that I didn't like that shot. I would have forced the deuce through. Number one, when you jack shot on the rail like that, obviously you have more of a propensity to actually miss the object ball because you don't have the 3 key elements to make the shot, which line of vision, cue ball, object ball, pocket. You know, he could have shot following English and drove the ball. There might be enough room to slip by the 15 for the 10. There's more than enough room. Simply a missed shot. Shooting the 3. Yeah. Kind of a key shot here. He got him a little squirrely over the 10 ball. Made a nice shot there. This is a delicate shot right here. Obviously has to slip the cue ball over for the 4. And he misses a shot and did not have shape on the 4 either. He kind of got away here with leave. He's got to go across the table with the 15 ball to the number 2 hole. I don't think the combination's really the shot here. He might be able to back cut it past the 10. I think that's what he's looking at. Got a lot of rail to help you on this shot. Oh, it sits. Six ball down the rail here. It's almost a natural float over to the 4. and he caught too much 6-ball. So we come out of short 2 rails on, I think he miscued on that shot, obviously. You know, there's some popularity in this area, shooting with extremely hard tips, and I think that showed up on that shot a little bit. They're great if you have a very good follow-through stroke. However, you shoot with a tip as hard as some of these players are playing with, if you decelerate on your stroke, there's a good chance you can end up miscuing. That's a full ball hook. Didn't roll out of that very good off the backside of that 8. And he's looking at banking this cross rail. Comes up short. Very difficult bank there. Yeah, he loaded that up with the inside, came out of it real well. I think I would have possibly just drawn the ball over to the rail and down table. Eight ball in the 4 hole. Not a problem. It's a good shot.
Still in her? Oh, yeah. They're up, man. All right, thanks, Bill. Good luck on this. You were playing that guy in the end, and he's going to beat your ass. So,
14.
early 90s, we played together all the time. You know? Yeah, like, good shit, man. Probably one of the best friends I got.
Maybe I can get the legendary Cecil Coombs to join me in the booth here.
Cecil, get in there.
Yeah, I guess Cecil doesn't want to join me in the ring. He's always good for some anecdotes. Shoot the 1-5 or 1-4 combo here. Should be a pretty wide open table after that. Made the 1-4.
We'll be back.
I think we're going to be shooting the 1-5 here. El Fortunato shot there. Double kisses the one back into shape.
You want me to go in for Kludt? No. I got things.
A little bit tougher here. Obviously can make the 7 ball. He's got to draw it out and miss the 3. Wow, great shot. Label ball will pass 12 in the number 4 hole, corner pocket. Being straight on it would be great. I almost like that shot. You know, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ball lay between that 11 and 10. So that's about blocks your window by about 11 inches to get to the 8 on the other side. And that's what he shot to. How did he hit it? Oh, I think he got there. He hit inch 12. Very nice shot. Very, very nice shot. I'm going to take a short break. I'll be back.
Alright, at least you guys still had one mic on. Looks like they keep shutting off my mic that I talk into for some reason. What you had there was Bob Monlocks here, local key repairman and player in the booth live with me, helping me out a little bit. Right now you're watching the match on the B side between Gary Kludt, Ron Smart, John Sunderman, and Darren Seifert. Right up after this we'll have the Hanson boys, Keith Hanson and Justin Hanson will play the winner of this match. The winner of that match will come back and play Shandy and Tony for the finals. This stream is being sponsored by Keith Custom Cues, Keith Hanson, pooltracks.net, that's www.pool-tracks.net, Midwest Amateur Pool, MAP, that is me, Kevin Kidd. You can go ahead and reach us out at the on our websites. We got John Sunderman over there giving me faces when he should be focusing on that pool game he's got going there. But on our Facebook page is MAP, Midwest Amateur Pool. You can look me up, Kevin Kidd, on Facebook as well, here in Sioux Falls. Keith Hanson Cues is also on Facebook, as well as Pool Tracks, POV Pool, and Tanner Pruis Artist. So do me a favor, go ahead and visit our sponsors' pages, their websites, show your support. Most of all, if you're watching on Ustream, go ahead and click that follow button up in the upper left part of the screen there when it's minimized, and that way you'll get up to date, up to the minute live notifications when we go live. And our YouTube channel for all of our uploaded video library is www.youtube.com/Midwest Amateur Pool. For those of you that are a little short on the spelling, amateur is AMATEUR. And we have, right now, I believe we got 32 videos up there free for you guys to view. Mostly all of our local amateurs here in Sioux Falls. Some great views up there, some great matches up there to take a look at.
Promised I would be back. I didn't want to miss this for the end of the world here.
Glad to have you back, Bob.
Yeah, it looks like we got 3 rip going on and a shot to make it 4 rip.
Who is ahead on this one? 3, is it this team here, Sunderman?
What do you got to get onto to view this?
Oh, excellent bank.
I'll write it down for you, it's easier.
Really steered in that 8-ball, but it was a good shot. Game winner.
So we got 4 zip here, huh?
4 rip.
Holy cow, I didn't expect this.
I really didn't either.
Wow. Go ahead and get that scoreboard updated for you.
You know, they played well, and the other team has missed a couple key shots.
There we go, Sunderman Seifert 4, Kludt, Smart, Zip.
Hit the brake pretty big there.
Yeah, this table's been breaking very well today. A lot of big breaks. Well, we did have some players show up looking for some action here. Hopefully at the end of this we'll get you some action matches going on.
There's been a little barking.
Yeah, I got some, we got Eric's in the house, he wants to play. Josh, obviously, he's still waiting around, he wants to play. Him and his kid are over there playing around. See,
I think maybe Shandy might want a little piece of that.
Oh yeah. Looks like Andrew Quintana showed up here, another local shooter.
Yeah, I saw Tippy here earlier too. And yeah, Tippy's always good for action.
He's always good for action. I was hoping he was going to stick around for a while. I don't know what he's got going on.
Said he needed to go put on a pair of jeans.
Oh, is that it?
That's what he told me when he left, and I asked him what. So when you piss down your leg, everybody can see it better than with those shorts. Is that for?
Tell him to go put on a pair of black pants.
Yeah.
I tell you what, this Sunderman kid, I remember shooting against him when I was first starting to play pool down in the B leagues, and he's actually gotten much better.
I think one of the advantages Sioux Falls has, I think, is got a good base of relatively good players, and a lot of the mediocre players have fed off of that for a number of years. And
many years.
You know, they're much better ball makers. They get out more racks now. And
one, you got to give credit to these medium to top shooters too. I mean, they have no problem, giving out pointers or teaching. Everybody wants to make everybody a better pool player, it seems like.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, if somebody doesn't straighten out some fundamentals for you early on,
they'll stick with you late.
You're right, it sticks with you. The game becomes frustrating, and it's not much fun to play, and that's really what it's all about. Is having a good time.
It's funny because a lot of people think that it only takes a good straight shot, and there is so much more to it than that. I mean, there's just so much more to it.
Oh, absolutely.
Getting that cue ball to go where you need it to go, what type of shot to take. A lot of players will take that easy straight-in shot, whereas, some of these better seasoned players will tell you, hey, you got this other shot here that's got a little bit of an angle. It's the same easy shot, but if you take it, now you're going to come off the rail, come over here, and now you're set up for the next 3 balls.
Well, that's a key element of 8-ball is ball selection. Some of the better 8-ball players I've seen, I mean, they don't shoot an overpowering game like Shane does.
Right.
It's all about cue ball speed.
Not all of us can hit that ball as hard as he does and have the cue ball go exactly where you want it to go and the object ball in the pocket.
Exactly.
It's amazing watching him shoot, how he shoots those hard shots and he can still get that cue ball to either stop, roll forward, or just trickle forward. Whereas most of us, we shoot a hard shot, the ball either stops or goes forward, but that trickle forward, where you hit it hard and you just get it to trickle forward, that's a tough shot.
That's a great shot right there. Wow. Big, powerful draw stroke there. This is a cuttable ball. The problem with this shot is simply keeping Whitey out of the corner pocket.
That 15 ball is going to play havoc with that cue ball. And did it just nicely.
Well, he made the ball.
And shape. Somewhat shape. Not a whole lot you could do with that ball with that 15 holding that cue ball back.
Well, I just saw him break out that 4 ball. I'm not saying he ain't going to put this 8 ball someplace.
I guess I failed to see that 9 ball's in front of the opposite side pocket.
No, I think that cross side's a dead hole for him. Believe it or not, I think he almost has cut this ball in the corner.
That's what I was thinking. He's calling the side right where the 9 is at.
Side.
I wonder if he's going to take it off that 13. I thought that 13 was a little far deep. Seen him looking at it.
He's got to drink it all, man, for starters.
Well, he scratched that time. Got away with it last rock. That wasn't really a bad pocket selection, I don't think. He really didn't have much he could do with the 8 ball. Except maybe follow it in off the back of the 9.
Right, in the angle he was shooting at it. It was a tough angle. I don't know how far that 9 ball was in the way either from this angle.
When I get a cue ball in hand on something like this, I'm really looking at cleaning up one of those balls on the rail.
Exactly.
I'd probably be shooting the 10 ball right now.
Yep, I was just going to say the 10 ball looks like a very good ball. It's a ball you can use the rail to work with.
Exactly. See, now Gary who has more experience, he's looking at cleaning up a rail ball here.
Yeah. And that should be 10, 15, 11, 8.
10, 15, 11. Well,
didn't expect that.
We'll be shooting that 10 ball again.
John's definitely going to have to make a good shot to get this one in.
Yeah. I think he almost needs to spin in this 8 ball.
Right. I think the angle is...
Oh, look at this shot.
Look at this.
Oh. Well, they will try to get out again.
One more time.
One more time. I said something about these extremely hard tips earlier, and you got a couple players playing with them. And
You know, they're great to play with, but
If you don't
my
know how to,
comment earlier was if you decelerate your stroke with those,
you're dead.
yeah.
You're dead in the water.
You know,
If your stroke ain't on, them hard tips, they're more of a nuisance than they are a gem for you.
yeah. Yeah, a couple of these tips they're playing with are about as hard as phenolic. Team Kludt gets on the board, staging a comeback. I think another thing that's helped some of these, what I used to call novice players, you know, is the equipment they're playing with today is much better than it was 20 years ago. The tips obviously are a lot better, whether it's shooting or breaking. That's like golf. There's more technology in the game than there was 20 years ago.
Like the old dynamo tables.
Well, the dynamos and valleys were very close as far as the table design goes. Playing on one was almost playing on another one, I think. In fact, I think Valley bought out Dynamo.
I was going to say, I don't think I've seen a dynamo table in 20 years, 15, 20 years.
Yeah. And they were cut real close to Valleys back then.
Talking about my old man. Did they catch any?
But as far as the cues go, we have such great production line cue makers in the United States, Jacoby and Petschauer. Some people pronounce it Peachauer. You know, the old standards, McDermott and Viking. Almost all of those companies now have technology shafts to compete with the imports such as Predator. And of course, OB has made a big presence in the industry when it comes to performance shafts.
What do you think about those low deflection shafts? Are they all that they're amped up to be, or I guess I've heard mixed feelings on them?
Well, I think what a lot of players don't understand, I think, about a low deflection shaft is it's about low end mass, lightness at that tip, and one of the problems with low end mass is when you get extreme on the cue ball, it has a tendency to want to skip out of the cue ball on you. Like if the cue ball is butted up against the rail and you're shooting the top of the cue ball, or you need to bridge over a ball tight, cue ball's laying on another ball. A lot of times you'll get tinks and skip out on those shots, because if the cue ball ain't deflecting, something's deflecting.
Right.
And what's actually deflecting is the end of that cue somewhat. It's absorbing that deflection, and the end of that shaft is actually moving a bit. You know, if you watch it on a very slow speed camera, you'd recognize that happening.
He's coming over.
Yeah, they got a.
The advantage to low deflection is very simple. You can impart English on a cue ball and maintain your line of range essentially. You don't have to compensate for squirt. I played with cues that will deflect a cue ball maybe 1.5 cue balls over 7 feet. So if you load up on that cue ball, you really have a lot of guesswork going on.
Yeah, because you got to guess where
the cue ball's going to end up.
Where it's going to end up.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's going to veer off and come back.
Right. So if you get that flat shooting shaft, it takes that compensation out of there. You still have compensation. You might have a little deflection, not much. But when you impart English on the cue ball, you're going to transfer English on the object ball. And when you do that, you have to allow for that transfer of English in your calculation of actually where you're going to aim to make that shot. But I've built, I built low deflection shafts myself, and I love playing with them. But I'm very conscientious of the deficiencies of the shaft, which is, I call it skip out, you know, and if you're aware of that and you don't blame it on the tip, it's part of the beast, so to speak.
Now, is there a certain amount of deflection off of the tip as well? You know, like Kamui, I believe it's Kamui, they claim that their new Kamuis take away from deflection. Is there a difference? I mean, obviously they must have done their homework and there must be something, whether it's a great amount or a little amount.
I don't know if I'm a big believer in the tip making a huge amount of difference. I think more of it is the shaft and ferrule combination.
Okay.
You know, I think there are some tips that perform better with low deflection shaft. I think pigskin is a great marriage. Pick one of them versus cow. I guess I have my tip preferences. If I go a non-layered tip, I love a cut-down triangle.
Okay.
You know, and there's quite a few players that like playing with that. In fact, Shane shot with that for quite a while.
There's a nice shot. Good leave, too.
The milk duds have become a little bit popular, but I cut the milk duds off.
Milk duds are really tips. They're popular around here. It seems like they're popular everywhere. I hear other people down south playing them.
The popularity exists because Efren Reyes played with them, and the reason Efren played with them is he lived in the Philippines. I mean, there wasn't really a huge selection of tips in the Philippines probably when he was playing.
Right.
You know? So that compressed elk master, and that's what happens, hardens up the tip. Well, my philosophy has always been, well, if you want a harder elk master, then shoot with a triangle.
Right.
You know, they're made by the same company.
And now the milk duds, those are tips that are soaked in some sort of a milk fat for so long and then compressed. Cream, okay.
Yeah. And then they're pressed. Usually you can take a couple big bolts and a nut and put the tip in there and crank the two bolts together and compress the tip. I think one of the problems is the consistency of them. Probably there's no right madness on how they're compressed. I mean, whatever feels good to who's ever compressing them. And then they seem to glaze over quite a bit, and they'll have a hard surface but a soft. The back of them remains soft, so I don't think the consistency runs through the tip. Again, I say if you want a harder tip with great performance, and then just screw on a triangle.
Right.
I think it's probably a little bit more consistent throughout the tip. You know, but Efren played with them. Who's going to argue with it? You know,
right?
Based on that, but not everybody hits the ball like Efren.
No. Very few people. Even in today's pros, I mean, Efren Reyes.
He plays
Alex
pretty good for
Pagulayan.
60-something.
Oh yeah. All those. Well, those Filipinos. I mean, that Philippine game is just phenomenal.
Yeah, they.
Would like to mention that this match is over.
Yeah. Dominated. 5-1.
Huge. Ron scratched there on that last ball, and they didn't bother making him shoot that 8-ball in, which is obvious. It's ball in hand, so go ahead and mark that down, and we're waiting We can go ahead and get started right away. All right, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys in the warm, fuzzy hands of Bob here. I'm going to go get this other match underway, and I'll be right with you.
We were talking about tips for a while, and I got a whole box of them. I mean, I probably have 40 different tip selections. Non-layered, best all-around tip is a triangle, in my opinion. Good for braking. I mean, you can shoot and brake with the tip. Hard enough to full cue jump balls. Swerves the ball real well. Holds contact on the cue ball much better than a Pro for your little baby massays. Maybe you got to go around a 16th of a ball or an 8th of a ball. Triangle does a great job on that. The pros have a tendency to slip out on that shot. Triangles seem to hold the cue ball real well. Layered tips, Kamuis have been big. Prior to that, obviously, it was Maury's. Supply side on Maury's has been iffy at best here in the last year. Whether you're going to get real ones or knockoffs, you got to be real careful on the Maury's. Wizard tips, very similar to a Maury, less expensive, good playing tip. I actually can draw cue ball 3 rails around the table with that Wizard. I think it offers great reaction. I shoot with the medium Wizard. There's some newer tips on the market, the new Predator Victories. Another tip that I haven't got in stock yet called a G2, but my sales rep says they're selling out quite rapidly, which is usually an indication that, the players like them. On the brake side, Samsara makes a great jump brake tip. It's a leather base. Tiger makes great brake tips. I obviously like the Linen Phenolic Uniferals for jumping especially, or G10 for jumping. Braking, I don't have a problem braking with leather. Leather is going to actually provide you more control than Linen Phenolic. I think the key ingredient on braking, whether it's leather or phenolic, brake at your maximum speed that you can control the cue ball. Some variables, some tables will brake very nicely and open up the balls with an off-pace brake, maybe a little bit slower. But as long as you're sticking whitey, let it rip. If you're backing that cue ball up about a foot and planting it, give it what you got. Especially on these bar boxes. I don't care whether you're breaking the diamond intersect, the side rail, the middle of the table. You need to plant whitey. By planting whitey, I mean back it off the rack about a foot and stick it. The advantage, shoot in 6 directions. Still waiting for our next match to come in. While we're doing that, I'm going to take a short break and I'll be back with you.
Big booty in your kitties. Big booty.
her sister.
You got a pen? Her daughter.
Her daughter.